Yeah. So then we also had the teaser trailer for Star Trek Discovery, which
I
is the
mean,
new
super
CBS show.
super teaser trailer,
Well, no,
like
no,
very
no.
Oh,
teaser.
so short.
I mean, we say that, but this is actually teaser number 2, because the first one was
Right,
literally just the Star Trek logo, and I think the statement of coming soon,
coming soon,
and
2017.
I was like, you fucks.
Right.
I sat through like a minute and a half of dissolve for the logo, and that first teaser, and I was so pissed.
So we got a name. It's Star Trek's Discovery, and that it's about the ship of the USS Discovery. We have? There was a big panel at Con. It was the Star Trek 50th anniversary panel. Michael Dorn was there, Jerry Ryan was there, Brett Spiner was there, Shatner was there. I think Scott Bakula was there,
He
and
was.
the new showrunner was there. Did they say where this was set? Did you catch that? Because I wasn't able to get.
I feel like it's somewhere in or around the original series, and I base that on the ship design, the ship look, and if you look, the whole number is 109 something. You don't catch the last digit. And Enterprise obviously is 1701. So
Yeah, and it's the moderator for the panel was Brian Fuller, who's the new showrunner. The only reason why I harp on it is because when Netflix was announced that outside the U.S. and Canada it was going to carry the show, the article referred to it as a reboot. We posted it on our Facebook page, and I was like, I wonder if that was a mistake on the part of the ad or the headline calling it a reboot, or
I feel like that's a mistake.
Right.
Because at least according to what I've read, this is set in the prime Star Trek universe.
Okay.
So the same universe as all the other shows and movies, with the exception of the new 3.
Right.
And interestingly enough, not necessarily related to how it is going to be or what the story entails.
Right.
Is it's going to be the pilot's going to be released online or on CBS, and then basically it's going to go to only being on CBS All Access. It's going to be like a digital only.
Right.
So are you paying separate for that then? You have to pay like with the Amazon thing where you pay for the show?
Probably.
Okay. That could be interesting, and it really points to this idea that shows are moving on more and more into the digital format, allowing people to watch whenever they feel like it.
Also they've actually said it's going to be much less. It's not going to be an episodic kind of show. So in terms of like the Daredevil and Jessica Jones and a lot of the Netflix kinds of stuff, where they describe it as chapters out of a novel, basically.
Yeah, it's like story arcs over the course of a couple episodes, which I really like. That's one of the things that got me to stop watching TV, was just the episodic nature of television. I was like, I'm just so bored with it. I don't like everything being wrapped up in a neat little bundle at the end of the hour-long or half-hour episode. I will say this, though. I just think in that teaser, yeah, I mean, the graphics, it's for a television show, so the CGI isn't going to be that great, but I just think the ship looks dopey. I just really don't like the design of the ship at all.
See, to me, it doesn't really bother me. I was mentioned earlier, at least it's loosely based on the Ralph McQuarrie designs from Star Trek Phase 2 back in the 70s. Basically, they were going to do a second Star Trek series, and after a while, they decided to not do a second series, and that actually is what led to Star Trek: The Motion Picture. So these were kind of concept art designs for what the Enterprise would look like after a refit. Obviously, we ended up with a very different looking Enterprise than what McQuarrie did. But for first concept, they wanted to do something different. So, that's where they're getting this from. So,
what did you think, Tracy?
Of this most recent teaser trailer?
Of the ship itself.
Oh, of the ship itself. Well, I mean, the back end of it looked a little large. I don't know.
Baby got back.
Baby does got back. Okay. But kind of the idea behind currently. So first of all, you need to know I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I've watched a few of the movies. I've watched a few episodes here.
Mostly because I forced you to.
That's
hold on.
essentially it. Yeah.
Tracy, you don't need to be a scholar in this. You looked at the ship. Did it look cool to you or not?
Well, no, it didn't look cool, but I'm
Okay.
giving you my understanding of the original is that the disc would separate from the bottom part, and then they could use the bottom part to go down to the planet and look around, that kind of thing. And that just doesn't make sense here because the
No.
two pieces are almost the same size.
That's no. And to be perfectly honest, that's so the entire creation of the transporter was so they didn't have to do that because it cost too much fucking money
To separate the two pieces?
To model those.
for the ship for the
Yeah.
show. It would
Yeah.
cost the show too much money to do all that every week to have them like land part of the ship and come back. So that's why they invented the transporter.
Oh. Well, there you go. Did
Yeah.
not know that at all.
Nope.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't think that I hated it as much as Dude did. I don't think that it looked all that cool.
Good. Just look cool. That's all. It just don't look good.
Well, I mean, also, few people hate things quite the way the Dude hates things.
I never said I hated it. I was accused of saying that about Ghostbusters. I didn't hate Ghostbusters.
Guys,
Man,
people,
you should have seen the face.
people, you heard it first. Dude hates the ship.
Man, you should have seen the Facebook fight I got into over Ghostbusters. It was pretty.
Dear
freaking
Lord.
Epic. It was pretty.
Is
epic.
it still up there?
I mean, it wasn't on our page. It was on like a friend's page. And he just lost his bananas, and it went on for like 2 hours. And me being the freaking transgressive
internet troll
pain
that
in
you
the ass
are,
that I am, I was sitting by my phone just with glee every time it would alert. I'm like, oh, what did he say now? And I'm just shitting on him. He invoked the tomato meter, and I was like, did you just invoke the tomato meter in an argument about a movie? There's got to be a Godwin's Law rule about when you evoke the tomato meter, you immediately lose this discussion.
nice.
That's just, it's got to be. So, all right.
So
Well, my browser freaks out completely. Let's transition into the movie.